Hey everyone, welcome back with Bean O'Mac once again with another playthrough of Wrestling Wednesday, where we're going to continue our playthrough of WWE Smackdown. Here comes the pain for the PS2, of course. Now, if you didn't remember last week, it was October, of course. We're doing a month-by-month basis. Last month, we were pretty much feuding with Test. We beat him in a steel cage. Then we beat him again. He was aligned with Vince McMahon, or Mr. McMahon, as Eric Bischoff is so gentlemanly calling him by. But after the match and having to restart the cage match, because apparently we landed at the same time, which was bullshit. But it restarted. I beat him again in a cage match, and they kicked my ass afterwards. So now we're going to, I'm assuming, continue that, which means, yeah, unfortunately, we still have not gotten our World Heavyweight title rematch. Wait, a handicap match? Oh. Right, it's Hometown King. Which is, I think I mentioned it the last time. This is actually the second time oh, I guess I'm not. There's no way. Well, we'll have to see how this unfolds, because I do have a hardcore championship match, but I don't want it, so we're just gonna skip the RVD holding the belt. And no, I didn't lose, like, you know, like he just beat me, but I kind of didn't want to deal with the hardcore title, because I mean, it didn't hold me back from the world title before, but it's just not the thing I want. Plus, I mean, that was a cool ending outro with the belt. You can definitely tell, just look at Jerry Lawler compared to Kane. There's something not right about Jerry Lawler in this game, his wrestling model. You can tell he's very low poly compared to everybody else. He looks off, like with that face. And why is his shirt off right now? Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. And his hair is so shiny. He looks like a literal, he looks like he's from the Creator Wrestler in this game. Which is just weird. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. We're gonna just defend him again. Test, once again, I don't know if that's intentional or not. But, you know, I'm assuming we're gonna have to face him again. Because, I don't know, it's like, you know, going back to the people you know, the corporation or whatever. But I think Test is allied with Vince McMahon. I think that's his only crony now. So I don't know if I'm gonna face Vince McMahon later on. I don't know if I'm going to have a rematch with Test at Survivor Series. I just know that I'm probably not getting a shot at that World Heavyweight title. But once again, it's about the journey, you know, not the destination. That World Heavyweight title is going to be mine, guys. I promise. In fact, to quote Vince McMahon, I guarantee you. I guarantee. There's that word again. The World Heavyweight title will be mine, because I am ready to beat Triple H for it again. We're 2 for 2 right now in this game, if you've been keeping track. But, you know, it's my time now. Or at least if they give it to me. I mean, I have I definitely, the threshold for it is 85 superstar points to go for the World Heavyweight title. I have 92. So, I mean, I definitely deserve a title shot. I'm pretty sure I'm the highest rated superstar in this game right now, actually. So, yeah, stupid ass Test. Poor Jerry Lawler. Sucks too, you can't play as him. He's the only character where if you tag him in, the computer actually takes control of him. Whereas usually if you tag somebody in, they make you control him. Which, pretty lame. It would have been nice to see what his moveset was. If you're interested in seeing a little bit more about him, I think if you ever heard of Youngboy 11, he's a guy that's, you know, definitely a Smackdown faithful. He has a lot of NPC tournaments. You know, I don't mind plugging other channels. I don't know if they like if I do it to them, but you know, I can't imagine, you know, they get offended or upset if I tell you to go check out their channel. You know, Wrestling Video Game Secrets, you know, is a favorite of mine. And of course, Youngboy 11, you know, I think he was mostly known for mods and Smackdown 2 for the longest time, but now he's kind of branching out. He is the creator of the SmackDown vs. Raw Anthology mod, which is really cool. It's pretty much like SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, but like a shit ton of characters from the past SmackDown vs. Raw games, with like hundreds of characters, I think. I love, even it'll be like 7-hour long, you know, videos of him doing like non-playable character models in the old games, showing them off and having tournaments with them. One of the longest one was the Just Bring It one, where every character in the game had a referee for the special referee match in that game. So you had like pretty much everybody in the game going after each other. And then he also had all the characters in t-shirts and backstage attires. A lot of them that don't even get used, which is just kind of crazy, because that game didn't have any alternate outfits you can just pick, I believe. That was actually pretty close. Although he probably would have kicked out. What am I thinking? He's not even damaged. But it's a lot easier to have the computer finish off the opponent, especially since he has a finisher. If he can actually land it. Come on. Yeah. Alright, now I gotta actually do my job and make sure that Ric Flair is not gonna break up the pin here. Oh, come on. Jesus. Jerry Lawler. Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, no. What a jerk test. Come on. Come on, Jerry. You can take him. I actually remember, does anybody ever see that video where it's some like douchebag who went up to Jerry Lawler at a convention and said, hey, can I have an interview with him? And Jerry Lawler just kind of said, yeah, sorry, WWE doesn't allow us to do interviews. And the guy was just pretty much just, you know, fucking with Jerry Lawler, saying, oh, come on, Jerry, that's not true. Come on, I interviewed you another time. You know, making up all this bullshit and stuff like that, recording Jerry Lawler. And it was clear the guy was just trying to piss off Jerry Lawler. And I don't know, I mean, on some accounts, I've heard Jerry Lawler is one of the, you know, he's the kind of guy where you cannot make him upset, and, you know, he's just one of the coolest dudes and stuff like that, always keeps his composure. And then I've heard times where, I mean, he literally, like, smacked Jimmy Hart in the jaw and broke his jaw over some wrestling angle, like, not in, like, an actual on-screen angle or an angle for the territory. He just, I think Jimmy Hart did something that Jerry Lawler didn't like, so Jerry Lawler literally just smacked him in the face and broke his jaw. And I mean, that doesn't sound cool at all, but I don't know. I mean, I can't remember the exact situation as to why it was, but I remember thinking that Jimmy Hart didn't deserve that. Man, and this was the one tag team that I would have wanted. The Brothers of Destruction going for the tag titles, that would have been awesome, but now that I think about it, are we even on the same show? That's probably why it didn't work out, but I'm not a fan of tag team matches, but that is a tag team I would have made an exception for. But here we are at Rebellion, and I'm surprised we didn't get jumped by Randy Orton before this, saying how we, you know, are gonna embarrass the company somehow by being on this tour. That was a solid punch. Something I think is very underrated about this game is just the physics. Like, you know, every move feels like it has such strong impact. And it can be a little cartoony, but I love it when the ring shakes. No Mercy was really good at that too, the Aki games. When you hit a massive move and the ring shakes, it's just such an awesome feeling. And you can see it sometimes, and Here Comes the Pain, you know, when Randy Orton punched me, you could see the spit. I think it's either spit or sweat just flying off of his fist. I'm trying to replicate it here with an attack of my own. It's not going very well, as you can see. Come on. Alright, I don't think kicks work for it. Alright, never mind, I guess. I mean, Maybe it just has to be a straight punch like he did. I don't think I have that with King. I was about to say King from Tekken. Kane. Gonna see if I can make him submit this time. Just, you know, something special for the UK fans. Although, I don't know, if I'm being honest, if I can get a pinfall here, I'm probably going to go for it, but I haven't quite made up my mind. Randy Orton's pretty weak in this game, so I might be able to get a quick pin here. Damn it. Also, somebody pointed out to me that I never really noticed this. It's just not something that I guess you ever really notice, but the referee, I don't know who the hell it is, and it has like this weird robotic voice almost. I don't even know if it's robotic, it's just a very unnatural effect added to the voice. But I think from like Smackdown 1 all the way to like Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 is there's the spit. Is you know, it's the same referee voice. I just never really thought of that. So that's a pretty cool, interesting detail of the series. Also, there's a reverse DDT animation. I think I showed it off one time in this game. I'll point it out if I ever do it again, but it started in Just Bring It, and it is actually still, I believe, in the series today. So it looks really, really tacky in the modern WWE games. I remember there was an old developer, you know, he talked about a lot of things. I did an interview where he talked about, you know, the leftover reversal animation, like I said, the reverse DDT that looks really cartoony in comparison to today's movesets that he tried to get rid of and he was unsuccessful. He talked about removing a large amount of moves in 2011, which I never even noticed. I figured like they got rid of all those, like, you know, all the classic moves that are like showcasing this. Like I figured they got rid of that in 2007. I think they were all like the signature moves, the characters, you know, like the worm, you know, from old characters, Eugene special attacks, The Rock special moves, Triple H and Stone Cold's moves and all that stuff. The moves that kind of made everybody unique, if we're being honest. Alright, come on, we can do this. Come on, come on, come on. If it just doesn't work, then I just got to beat him. Yeah. I'm sorry. How much they want you to button mash in this game, I always considered myself to be an average button masher, but this game is ridiculous with how much you have to button mash. So we're just going to have to go with a pin, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for my opponent, that is. But there was also in the interview, they went over the, I think they went over the canceled Bobby Lashley Road WrestleMania that was supposed to be in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Which I don't know if I entirely believe it. I get, you know, they have months in advance to plan the game out and this and that. But Bobby Lashley was gone for a while, I remember. So the fact that they even thought and considered putting it in and stuff like that is kind of crazy to me. But it got replaced by CM Punk in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. But it's worth it looking up. I forget who it is or where it's from, but I'm sure if you just look up, you know, Yuke's developer interview, you know, or even just one of the topics that I mentioned, I'm sure you could find it. Another good thing that I love to watch are icebergs. The SmackDown vs. Raw definitive iceberg, that's kind of where I got the information from. Once again, I'm not sure who's the actual guy who does it, because, or I should say who made the video, because, you know, I watched that a while ago, but it's an interesting watch if you guys are watching up to this point. Is it just me, or does it seem like the storyline that I was on just kind of stopped? Like, I don't know, like I thought I was feuding with Vince McMahon, but feels like I'm just kind of doing random matches again. Which is nice to be booked. I like just playing this game in general. it's the kind of game where just the gameplay itself is just fun, so I don't really care too much if I have a storyline or not, but I can understand if it's not very interesting without the storylines. Sure, it's probably a pain to have to read the subtitles over my rambling, but you know what? It's my video. I'll do what I want. I'm sure I sound very bored to you guys. I know I got a few comments about that. You know, I remember on my secrets video somebody said, yeah, you know, I like the concept of this video, but this guy's voice is is really making me uncomfortable or something like that. You know, I have a very monotone voice, curse of the monotone. So nothing I can really do to try and help it. I mean, I could try and, you know, really go out there and exaggerate my voice, which, you know, even doing that, you know, it's, I guess I have a really good drive-through voice or something like that, you know, customer service voice, which is, you know, a lot of people have said they like my voice for documentary type stuff, which, you know, like my Aki Secrets video game videos, if you guys want to check that out. But once again, I mean, I don't really care. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out as usual. Sometimes I'll just repeat a lot of the stuff I say in these videos, just in case you didn't hear it in the last video or something like that. But you know, I'm not trying, when I bring this stuff up, I'm not trying to, you know, get pity. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad for me or anything like that. Because, you know, I do love this stuff. I love just talking about, you know, random topics or games, what I think about things at the time, stuff like that. And I love talking to people in the comments. So, I mean, you know, if you're interested in talking about any of the stuff in this video, you know, comment down below. I'd love to talk about, you know, anything. Ric Flair, Kane, best Kane outfit. I love doing the polls. Polls are very popular on my channel. It's always funny, like I'll do a poll like, hey, what game should I play next, guys? You know, I have like 400 votes. And you know, for Here Comes the Pain, that'll have like you know, like 50 people watch it. So I don't think the people are actually really, they're probably just looking at the poll, oh hey, you know, cool, these are some games. Oh, I love Here Comes the Pain. I'll just vote for that. Probably looking at me and thinking, what the hell is this guy anyway? But yeah, I just like rambling on. I guess you could say I like hearing myself talk almost. But like I said, I mean, I probably should be a streamer just so I can talk to the people in real time with this stuff. But Let's Plays are what I've always wanted to kind of do. Just have a catalog of the games I've played over my time, you know, get my thoughts out, so on and so forth. Like I said, oh, speaking of storylines, let's see what Vince has to say. Oh no, not the anonymous GM. Huh? Oh no, I'm getting a report for Katie Vick. My time is up, fellas. Look at that cop in the center. He is... Wait, are those two are they all the same guy? I think they're all the same model. That's insane. That's so crazy. That dastardly heel. But yeah, just to continue my point, I love just talking about random stuff. So, I mean, hopefully you guys are interested too. You know, I don't get too many return viewers, which once again, I'm not trying to get sympathy. I'm not trying to bring this up for people to feel bad for me. Once again, I just love doing this stuff, going on and rambling and talking about various things, whatever pops into my head type of deal. So it's, you know, I do like to try and engage conversation, like I said, and, you know, I would love to talk with people in the comments about their thoughts about this game, topics I bring up in the video, stuff like that, if people are even watching this long. But, you know, I guess the point I'm trying to make is even though it sounds like I might be bored, it sounds like my voice is very monotone, which it is, you know, it's, you know, I am very passionate, and I love making YouTube videos and just talking over the stuff. And you know, my hope is that eventually, you know, someday Jeez, what am I, the Karate Kid here? There's always just such the stupidest pose they always do. It looks like, I mean, I guess it sounds like it. That was interesting. But I'm hoping that one day, you know, like 10 years from now, I'll look back and a lot of people are saying, yeah, you know, you're destroying your channel with all these Let's Plays. You know, I get they don't get a lot of views, but they kind of blow off steam a little bit for me between like the big videos, like the Secret Aki videos and stuff like that, which I love making. Don't get me wrong. It's just I also like to play other games. And, you know, obviously, you know, doing other Let's Plays also kind of gives me some ideas about what I could do for other future videos. And I'm pretty cool. I get my rematch with Test. So we're going to have to kick his ass before we get to Vince. But I'm hoping, you know, 10 years from now, I look back, you know, I got a lot of good videos that people enjoyed. You know, I'm not trying to make money or anything silly like that. I don't have weird pipe dreams about being a big star on YouTube or anything like that. You know, but, you know, just look back and say, wow, I played all these games. I got my thoughts out on them. You know, some people thought it was cool. Some people told me to go kill myself. You know how people are on the internet. I haven't gotten anything that bad, honestly. The worst I've gotten is like people saying, hey, you know, your voice, you sound so bored and this and that. And like I said, I can't help it. I really can't. It's just how my voice is. And it's always been. But trust me, I love doing this stuff. So hopefully, you know, look back at all these videos. Look at all the games I played, memories captured in time, games I haven't played before that I'm going to try out for the channel that I look forward to. So it's going to be kind of like almost like a time capsule is what I'm trying to create here. And eventually I want to try and do maybe someday get serious and maybe make some videos that people do find, you know, pretty noteworthy. I mean, the Aki Secret videos are a lot of people love, but, you know, reviewing games I played on the channel previously, which I don't have too many under my belt yet. But at this moment in time, I'm just kind of more interested in playing games rather than reviewing them or looking back on them or stuff like that. And, you know, playing them, I can still get my thoughts out on them. So, I mean, if people, like, once again, I don't even know theoretically if people are even listening to this right now or ever will be. So, I mean, if you do, shout me down below. Shout out in the comments below. Holler if you hear me, Scott Steiner. But, once again, I mean, it's just a hobby. It's very fun to do. I don't really want to be one of those people, you know, theoretically you don't need to do any stupid YouTube drama or anything like that, but I don't want to worry about views. I don't want to worry about, you know, making money off of YouTube or having to make a living off of it or anything like that. It's all just in the passion of the trade. And holy shit, how the fuck did he just kick out of that? That was horse shit. Horse shit. I honestly cannot believe he just kicked out of that. Usually when they're in orange, they don't get back up. Unless if it's like Triple H, of course, you know, my arch nemesis. Although I'm probably more like, you know, he's Kazuya and I'm Paul Phoenix from Tekken. He probably just thinks of me as a joke at this point, especially since I'm not getting a goddamn shot at that world title. I was hoping, I could have swore that in November you can get the Elimination Chamber storyline. So, I mean, maybe that was what would have happened if I had joined up with Vince McMahon. I don't know. There's a lot of choice in this game. I got to credit for that. But we finally got our vengeance on Test. Hopefully, you know, he's not going to kick my ass from behind. And I don't have to, you know, feel like I have to get vengeance on him or something like that. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Damn right, I'm already. I always thought it was cool when they brought out that red. Was it a carpet? I don't think it was a carpet because it looked like it was just a ring mat. This one looks like a carpet, but I always thought it was cool when they had that in the contract signing. There was never a time where a contract signing went good. I mean, maybe you can fill me in the comments where somebody was just normal wasn't a fight, or they didn't sign a no contact contract where the heel, you know, threw a table at him right before he signed it or something like that. But if there was just a normal, like, one-on-one, yeah, looking forward to the fight, pal, yeah, you too, good luck, it wouldn't be very interesting, right? One and only, Vincent Mr. Kennedy McMahon. I wonder what Vince McMahon if he went and lost like this. But hopefully, once I whip his fat butt at Survivor Series, New York City, hopefully I will finally get my damn title match. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's getting pretty close to the Royal Rumble, and I don't know if I can actually win that. I suck at the Royal Rumbles. Suck. I always love it when, like, you play as someone in the story mode who shouldn't be saying, like, the generic stuff they say, so that, like, it's so out of character. You know who the hell I am. It's every time. I swear to God, every single pay-per-view vignette ends with Kane raising his arms on that on the top turnbuckle. We're gonna talk to Rey Mysterio here. Figured I'd school you guys who don't know this yet. I always thought this was a cool callback. Once again, I think he actually said this on TV, hence why, you know, they're just repeating this stuff again. But I guess it's kind of cool, you know, you could interact with people. But I mean, come on, like, we had a positive interaction. Don't I get a superstar point for hearing the heritage of Rey Mysterio 619 for supporting Mexico or something like that? Lame. One person I'm surprised they don't have an interaction with is John Cena. Like, I know he was still pretty well in the card at this time, but I thought he was... Well, I guess it wasn't WrestleMania 20 yet, but... And I think he was just starting out. He was just getting past his generic ruthless aggression era thing at the time, but surprised there is an interaction with him backstage. He's actually kicking my ass. That was quite a gut punch. What the hell was that? I hate when I try and do like a grapple from the ground and my character doesn't turn around. But we're gonna decimate Vince McMahon. He's put us through hell, starting with this announce table. Huh? Alright, let's try it on this one. God damn, I hate the table physics so much in these games. Like, I kinda get it, but I mean, come on. Like, they could have done something to make it easier to slam someone on the table. I mean, the announcer tables are easier than the regular tables in this game, but I don't know. I think they kind of did it best in the early Smackdown games, where, you know, you throw somebody on the table and then it doesn't move automatically when you grapple them. Throwing weapons is so awesome in this game. All right, let's do this. Okay, maybe not. Stop punching me. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you see his punches, like, you can see. I think that's sweat, but I could be wrong. Which I don't know if what's nastier, sweat or spit coming out of a punch. Let me know down below in the comments. Oh, oof! That actually looked really painful. I mean, I'm glad he didn't slam me through the table, but that was kind of annoying. And they love dodging the weapon attacks on the ground. That is so satisfying. God damn, I'm used to reversing, but he's kind of going a little crazy. Maybe it's because it's a pay-per-view match. I also love how it's so clearly like that's supposed to be like a turnbuckle attack. Stone Cold's mud hole stomping. And I like how he's just holding an invisible rope while he's doing it. What did you guys think of, in these older games, you could run up on the barricade, and, you could, like, jump off of it, but half the time when you run up, you couldn't turn around, and it didn't work out. So, let me know what you guys think about, like, God damn. About that removed feature, because I think they stopped it in either 2006 or 7, I forget. But I don't know, it's just kind of a weird feature. I think it started in Shut Your Mouth, because in Just Bring It, you could go into the crowd. But yeah, I know, like I said, I talk about a lot of things. I ask a lot of questions. You know, see, like I was just kind of floating on the barricade for a second. But I know I ask a lot of questions. I ramble a lot and stuff like that. But you know, I am interested in, you know, pick any one of the topics you guys want, or if you want the multiple topics, feel free to comment a few times, or, you know, save it for a thing or whatever. But I am genuinely interested in what you guys have to say about a lot of stuff. I got a lot of questions for people, let's just put it that way. Alright, this asshole is going through the... God damn it, what the fuck is pushing him off? You're going through the damn table. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're going... God. Don't. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. How the fuck did he grapple me off of the table? Did you guys just see that? And by the way, not sorry for my language. I don't mean to sound cringe when I say that. It's just... I remember one time a woman, I think it was, said... Oh yeah, you know, it's great you have this family-friendly content and stuff like that on my secrets video. It's like, yeah, sorry, but, you know, once again, I'm not trying to make money, so I don't want to hold back my language. Alright though, folks, that's all for this week. Remember, new wrestling game playthroughs every single Wednesday, so stay tuned for next week's episode of Wrestling Wednesday. Like and subscribe and ring the bell for daily notifications on videos and posts. Aki N64 playthroughs and shenanigans every Sunday as well, so check that out if you're interested. Above all else though, please remember to have a nice day.